Hello everyone, Astro Kit here and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about your ascendant sign. And basically your ascendant sign is so important in astrology. Your ascendant is kind of how you are perceived by the world. It's kind of like your first impression. And if you guys didn't know already, you have like a big three in astrology. So you have your sun sign, which we all know, you have your moon sign, and then you have your ascendant sign. In order to calculate your ascendant sign, you do have to know your birth time and the place you're born, and a bunch of other details. So what you can do is click the link in my bio down below. If you don't have your birth chart yet, all you have to do is enter the information in that link on that page and you'll get your birth chart, and then you'll know your ascendant sign. And then also with your ascendant, it's really important to know your exact birth time because your ascendant sign can change from hour to hour. So you really have to know the exact time to know your exact ascendant. And then also most of you guys probably know it's called a rising sign as well. So your rising sign and ascendant sign is the same thing, just two different words. So yeah, I'm gonna get right into the video. I do have a blog post about this on my website already. So go ahead and visit my website. It's called theastrokit.com. I'll also link it down below. And there you can read a little bit more in depth about your ascendant sign. So yeah, let's just get into the video. Okay, so now for Virgo rising. Okay, so for Virgo rising, if you guys didn't know already, the main difference between your sun sign and your rising sign is that your sun is really who you are in your core, and then your ascendant sign is really how people perceive you. And even more than that, what I mean by that is that your ascendant sign is really how you project yourself onto the world. Your sun sign is kind of like who you are at your core. It's not what people see right away, but people definitely see your ascendant sign right away. Because if you think about the metaphor of like your ascendant sign being a lens, like it's the lens you look through, it's the lens that you project yourself through, and it's the lens people see you through. So it's sort of like the first impression of you on the world. And then even more than that, your ascendant sign is kind of like how you approach things in life, or how you approach life in general. And it really represents your attitude towards life, and like I said, how you approach situations, how you approach relationships, and stuff like that. And then also your rising sign rules your physical appearance, and at the end I'll tell you guys some physical traits of Virgo rising. So for Virgo rising, obviously you take on a lot of traits of Virgo, but I feel like one of the main ones for Virgo rising is that you approach life in a very calculated way. And for Virgo rising, you're definitely the type of person who has a plan for everything. You're very observant as well. Like Virgo risings are very great at observing their surroundings. They're very good at analyzing things around them. You're good at analyzing situations. As a Virgo rising, you're always seeing how things can be done better. Like you're always analyzing, like, okay, it's done this way, it could be done this way. Like you're always observing and analyzing and thinking of ways to create a better outcome, or to think about a better solution to something. So given that, I feel like Virgo risings can seem kind of like nitpicky. Like obviously they're always observing everything and analyzing things on a very detail oriented level. So they can be kind of like that person that's very picky, or that person that's always pointing out stuff and you're just like, why are you doing that? And it's like, well, they're Virgo rising. But seriously, you guys are very detail oriented. So you might be a very organized person, of course, very Virgo trait, but naturally that's how you approach life. That's how you want your life to align for you. Like you're just a very naturally organized person. Even I feel like you might organize your life in a very abstract way. So you're always thinking about like, okay, here's my plan for the next 5 years. Here's my plan for the next month. Here's my plan. You know what I mean? You always have like these plans going on. You're always sort of like working to achieve them. I feel like Virgo risings, you might be like a workaholic as well. Like when I think about Virgo energy, you're just a very busy person. Like you're a busy bee. Like if you're not busy physically, like you're not physically doing a lot, you might be very busy mentally. Like Virgo people and Virgo risings especially are very busy mentally. Like they're always thinking about analysis and details and all that stuff. So yeah, basically that's kind of like how you approach life. I feel like you kind of compartmentalize your life really too. So you might be the type of person to be like, okay, here's this section of my life, here's this section of my life, here's this section of my life, here's what I can do better, here's what I can do better, here's what I can do better. Like you don't really think of life in a super abstract way. Like you think about life in a very detail oriented way. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about your physical traits. Okay, so for physical traits, of course this is not going to apply to everybody, but this is what I've noticed, and this is like what you can find online about Virgo risings as well. So for Virgo risings, I feel like their appearance is very put together. Like I said, they're very detail oriented, so naturally they can see parts of their outfit or parts of their hair they want to fix. And I feel like too, girls that I've met that are like Virgo risings that wear makeup, their makeup is always flawless because they have like that detail oriented aspect about them, so they can do their makeup very well. They can see all the details. They don't have like a super messy makeup look or super messy eye look. And also they can dress in a very kind of conservative, not conservative, but just they're not gonna wear a bunch of like crazy colors. Like they might, but I feel like they might be very simple. Like they might wear simple makeup or simple hair or something practical. Like they're not the type of people to be like do the most when they go out. I feel like they're just very practical, very simple, and overall very put together people. Okay guys, so that's pretty much it. I hope you found this video helpful or you related to it. Again, I do have a blog post about this already on my site. It is called theastrokit.com. And I will be linking that down below, so you can just click that and visit my site. And then also on my site, I have my services. So I do natal chart readings. I do some other things too. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and click my site and email me if you want a consultation. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video.